Hi guys. So, look, I'm going to answer a really good question, but first I have to get this out of the way. I received some comments from Pippin Makes Me Merry on my thing, and after rereading them, the thing I've taken it the completely wrong way than what it was meant. It was meant in constructive criticism, but at the time I didn't really take it that way. Do you know how when somebody says something to you, you take it a different way than what it was meant? That's how I took it. This is what she read. It looks so this is on how to teach your dog to sit on its back legs. It looks all easy when you have a dog that already does it. This is not a training video since you are not explaining how to train. You are just showing how you get your dog to do the trick. You can't just walk up to a random dog, say sit, and then say up, and dangle cheese over its head and expect it to work. Well, I was extremely smart alecky because I thought she was trying to how do I put it, be a smart aleck. So I thought I'd just write back to her, you have made it, because she's said that in about 4 videos. So what I did is, you have made a bad comment on almost all of my videos, when most of them are getting around 90 views a day, and yours are getting three every 5 days. So you don't know anything, and that's why people won't watch your vids. Get a life. And I really shouldn't have writ that, because as soon as I reread what she had writ, I really started thinking it over, and it just clicked that she really wasn't trying to be a smart. She was being constructive, but when you first read it, it sort of sounds smart. Like, you have to really yeah, it's just hard to, I just thought it was smart alecky, but I shouldn't have written that, and I'm gonna admit it. Right, now this is one that I have to get to. A pitbull question from Denny101. Denny has asked me, hi Running With Dogs, my name is Denny, and I'm thinking of getting a pitbull. And I was wondering if a pitbull is a good breed to get. I have heard so many stories about them attacking people, and I am now scared to get one in case it attacks me. Please give your thoughts. Well, look, we live in a community, we live in a world that's so stereotypical. We stereotype dogs, which isn't right. We stereotype pit bulls, especially, and Rottweilers and Dobermans. It is not right. Sure, there have been attacks on sure pit bulls have attacked people, Rottweilers, Dobermans, but get this: Dalmatians have killed more people than pit bulls and Rottweilers combined. And Dalmatians are meant to be these loving little creatures, and no, they're dangerous dogs. And I'm not stereotyping. I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm using them as an example. I still love Dalmatians, but why do we stereotype these dogs and not the Dalmatian? Well, the Dalmatian has killed more dogs than any other dog in the world. Sorry, the dog has killed any other dog in the world. Sorry, I'm not going to mumble. Yeah, that dog has killed more people than pit bulls and Rottweilers combined. So think about that when you're stereotyping a dog. The world just thinks that we should get rid of pit bulls. Why? Because they're a muscular dog. Pfft. So are Dalmatians. So are German Shepherds. Should we get rid of them too? They have a strong jaw. So do German Shepherds. So do Dalmatians. So we get rid of them too? I can't get it through my head why we need to lose pit bulls when there are things that have a stronger jaw than it. There are things that have killed more people than it. It just gets me the wrong way when I hear people stereotyping pit bulls and any type of dog, whether it's a toy breed or a Great Dane. It just gets me the wrong way. But there are lots of stories going around that aren't really true. So most of them don't believe them. But look, you have to be a certain type of person to own a pit bull. You have to be committed. You have to be heavily you have to heavily train it. But there are so many things you have to do with a pit bull. That's why I never recommend a pit bull for first time or even second time dog owners. This dog is for experts only. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you have to be an expert on training, and I'm saying have at least 2 dogs that are dominant before you get this dog. Now, I'm not saying go grab like 2 dogs such as a beagle or a basset hound. I'm saying either like something like say you had a German Shepherd, they're very dominant, but it was heavily trained, heavily everything, and it was the friendliest dog in town. A Rottweiler, actually no. Rottweilers, second Rottweilers should be after pit bulls. They're stronger. But say a German Shepherd first, and say after that you had a Dalmatian. Alright? 2 big dogs, 2 heavily muscular dogs, both got incredible bite strength, but not compared to the pit bull. And once you have them 2, I say you're probably still not ready for the pit bull, but I think you've learnt enough to control it, to know what you've got to do. But pit bulls are one of the most hardest breeds to own, because they are loving dogs, but in the wrong hands. You don't even have to be abusing the dog. If you do not train the dog, and I'm not saying if you don't train it's going to be vicious or it's going to attack, but if it knows it's dominant than you, if you aren't dominant, I'm not saying yell at your dog, hit your dog, but your dog has to know that you are the leader, that you are the alpha dog, or it will overpower you. And that's how aggression starts, when your dog thinks that it can control you. Now, I'm not saying that all dogs think like that, I'm not saying that all pit bulls think like that, I'm just saying that they are dominant dogs, but so are every other dog. But I reckon pit bulls, I'm not I am a bit, but I reckon pit bulls are a very dominant dog.